Hey everybody, I am Mr. B and welcome to the Loft. So today I've got another keto recipe to share with you. No, I'm not turning this into a keto channel, just doing some experimenting, and it's kind of what the doctor ordered, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know. Today we're gonna do a cheeseburger casserole. It's going to be delicious. Obviously ground beef. We've got some onions and mushrooms. It's going to be cheesy. We do like a savory custard to pour on top of it that sort of sits. It's going to be kind of fluffy and airy. Absolutely amazing. Disclaimer time. I am not a medical provider and I am not a nutritionist. I am a home cook. So I am merely demonstrating a recipe for you today. If you are looking to change your diet or your lifestyle, please have a conversation with your medical provider and or nutritionist and set up a plan that's gonna meet your needs, your metabolic needs, your needs for your health and, you know, health safety, okay? So without further ado, guys, let's get started on a cheeseburger casserole. Okie doke, kids, let's get started on this thing, all right? So in my Big Daddy skillet here, I've got about a tablespoon or so of some avocado oil and about a tablespoon or so of some really good butter, preferably grass-fed. I'm using a French cultured butter that is, you know, delicious, but may or may not be so ideal for this. And I'm dicing an onion. I've gotten my mise en place set up here. I figured I'd, you know, spare you guys for a change on, you know, yet another video of cutting a damn onion. Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyway, so to this mixture, or oil and butter, we're gonna add one medium onion diced, okay? And the one I did earlier. And we're just gonna get this going. Now I want this actually all the way down, actually past a translucent. I'm not gonna take it all the way to caramelization, but we're gonna get pretty darn close, okay? I'm gonna add a little, just a little salt and pepper to this onion layer. We're ready to start building our flavors, right? You know, you want to season each and every layer. Got my onions about where I want them. So to the onions, we're going to add mushrooms. Totally optional. I just like a really good mushroom burger, you know what I mean? Super yum. Get the mushrooms softened down, kind of thinking like Five Guys all the way, if you know what I'm saying. We're gonna let these go until they soften. And as always, the recipe's in the description. As always, I'm deviating. I'm wanting a little bit of spice, so I'm gonna throw in a jalapeno pepper. Fresh, deveined, de-seeded. Let's give these a whirl. And we'll let these go till soft. Okay guys, so I have got this about right where I want it. Getting some color on the mushrooms and the onions. Now we're gonna add our beef. I mean, it can't be a cheeseburger casserole without cheeseburger, right? So we'll just start breaking it up and we'll wanna cook this all the way through. Okay, we have got this about where I want it. Everything's cooked through, really yum, really good. And now we're gonna take a minute, drain this off, turn your heat off there. Give it a wiggle, 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 you know, get the greasy grease off of it. Let's season with some salt and pepper again. Okay, now your heat here is off, but it is enough that it's gonna, you know, kind of help everything sort of marry together. First thing I'm gonna add to this, a couple of teaspoons of some dill pickle relish, okay? So again, one of the things that I've noticed in doing this, we'll do about 3 there, is condiments are a problem when it comes to hidden sugars. They're everywhere. So you wanna make sure you're reading labels here. I've been just absolutely shocked. About a teaspoon or so of some garlic powder, and about a teaspoon or so of your favorite steak seasoning. Again, watch the sugar because it wants to hide in there. So we'll just do a little bit of that. I'm going to put in 1 can of diced tomatoes. Let's not forget just a squirt of some tomato paste. Not much, maybe right under a tablespoon, I'm sorry. And yeah, so let's start kind of getting this sort of done up in there. Good enough. Then we'll do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of some mustard. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I am using some sugar-free ketchup here. We're gonna do about a tablespoon or 2. Super yum. Mix that to incorporate. This is gonna be so good. Now I'm gonna get a 13 by 9. I think it's gonna be big enough for a 13 by 9, and we'll get that sprayed down. Here's kind of the weird thing, right? I've got 6 eggs. You'll need about 6 to 8 eggs in that, and I'm going to add carefully 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. We'll give this a good whisk up. And you're basically making a savory custard. It's odd, I know, but it's delicious. Oh crap, I know what I was forgetting. We need to add some cream cheese up into this mother. And there should be enough heat on this to get everything sort of going. Hell yeah. Okay. Price is subverted on the cream cheese. Let's get back to the custard. Whiskey, 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 whiskey. You're gonna wanna season this layer as well with some salt and pepper. Now I'm gonna take about 4 ounces or so of some grated cheddar cheese, reserving the remaining 4 ounces for your garnish on the top, and we'll get this worked in. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna go wrong with that. Set this aside. Now we're gonna put our casserole together. Remember the tip, use a sheet tray, right? And then we are going to pour off our casserole into, oh, indeed, indeed, indeed. Get all the deliciousness out of the pan. And we will spread this around. I'm gonna use this opportunity to kind of give it another really good incorporation because the skillet was getting kind of full, right guys? And then we are going to pour our custard mixture all over the top of that. Have you ever in your life? Have you ever in your life? Let's give it some wiggles and jiggles. Maybe take a fork and just kind of fork down in it. You want that custard to sort of seep through. Now, see that? I'm gonna garnish with some dill pickles that I have sort of chopped up, right? Well, sort of, I mean, I chopped them up. All this is totally optional. So when you're doing this, like, you know, think about what you want on your cheeseburger, right? and then make it happen. You know, you don't like mushrooms, so what? Big deal, don't put them on. Now I'm gonna top it with the remaining little bit of cheese here. Then maybe, I don't know, some bacon. I'm all about a bacon cheeseburger. What about y'all? Using 3 slices. This is some I cooked off earlier. Made a video with regards to tips on how to fry bacon in the oven. It's the only way to go, people. You know, trust me on that. 375 for about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes or until it tells you it's done. It's gonna be bubbly, it's gonna be yummy, it's gonna be great. So in we go, uncovered. We'll be fine. Careful, because my hands are greasy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it for 30 minutes and I'll check it at 20. So we'll see how that goes and I'll bring you back then. Get that beautiful bubblage. We're gonna need to let this set for 10, 15 minutes because you want that custard to set on up in there and solidify. And let's plate it up. So I'm gonna just maybe go ahead and start with portioning it just a little bit. It may come out beautiful, it may not. So let's get down in here. Look at that deliciousness right there, y'all. Have you ever? Beautiful. Now, I'm gonna garnish this off with some extra bacon, because why not? And I'm a blue cheese fanatic and love it on my burger, so why not a little blue cheese? Look, you need a dollop of ketchup, put a dollop of ketchup. You wanna serve this over a lettuce leaf, by all means, go ahead. Maybe a dollop of mayonnaise, whatever. It's all about you. And now let's just hit it with some fresh parsley for color and freshness. And there you have it, cheeseburger casserole. Absolutely amazing, keto friendly, low carb. I'm gonna dig in, guys. So that's it for me. I'm Mr. B, and thanks for watching Cooking from the Lofts. Please click subscribe, come along for the ride, and I'm gonna see you next time. Later, kids. All right, guys, I've dug into this. Look at that. It's absolutely amazing. But I wanted to pop on and kind of tell you, it's interesting with this custard because that's almost like, I don't know, like the bun of the burger, if you will. It sort of has that kind of fluffy, airy texture that would come along with. All I gotta say is one thing. Keto or not, y'all need to try this. This is out of this world. Now I'll see you next time. Take care, kids.